Contra will live forever. New goals, baby boo. Got my wrist in these grits, tryna whip something new. I am sick of this rampant. So are you. Hold on, switch. Mama, I'm gonna introduce my ego. Since the world full of villains, then let's introduce the heroes. We the good guys, no blood on our hands. Hands Tito, she a pack. Finna, guaranteed though. Move back, type of view is that on the globe. It's a visionary peeking out the window of my soul. Might just fall back, lend a helping hand and play my role. You ain't all that in the mirror oversold. Call me Reason A, aka Malcolm XL. That's a big pun, bigger punishment. I give him hell, getting done. Keep it blunt enough, you can't cough drop. Tell them hard for their hell.
Al fin han encontrado el negrito con los colorados, el mejor desde Colombia a los estados. Para los que no piensan que yo soy mejor, tengo todo, tus raperos favoritos paniqueados, ten cuidado. Estos raperos son mis hijos jautados. Acuérdate quién hizo el sonido que te ha gustado. Pídeme permiso when you copy my style. This bridge, I done burnt them all with a freestyle. Black on both sides de Colombia, oye peep style. Como yo lo hago, ain't nobody finna do it now. Up to uptown, all the way down through the south. No hay nadie que pueda conmigo, Dios es mi testigo. I'm the one that shut it down. Just the light from a vision that I had in the dark. Tunnel vision on the bigger picture. The charts wanna play the game, but don't never play their part.
I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, as you know. And I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bike and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he leave know he missed the know I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull the mail before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Throwing on first down. Carroll. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Carroll. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And some space here. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive. And it gives the defense an early advantage. It was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return or really tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm, and right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And 3 yards. gets him to the 45. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Carroll. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Off play action. Carroll. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll start here with Jackson, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 2nd down, and the ball is knocked out. And some room to run now.
Wow, that ball gets was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a first carry for their fullback. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in the defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. Back to throw. Carroll. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Come on. Hey.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third down, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. So on fourth down, Pete Carroll's going to call out his field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving into more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run again with Jackson. And he coughed it up. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down, Carroll. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, where we're having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Straight ahead, Walker. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Carroll. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now stands at 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as Ed said. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, I can't help but chuckle because this morning, you and I sitting at the hotel, keys to the game, I asked you, said they had the 3 interceptions last week. If they get one early, could be trouble. They got it on the first pass of the game.
And they anticipated getting it early because of their success last week. They are so coordinated right now on defense that everyone's looking at each other saying, who's going to get the next one? And believing it, and they made it happen.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
To throw on 2nd down. Carroll. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Walker with another carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Carroll. Touchdown. Noah Fant on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Roberts. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is going to be intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
6 yards left on second down. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 2, Roberts got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching him play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Shields. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker. Jack.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Alert! Alert!
Up the middle, here's Walker. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Roberts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll drop this down to Jackson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Roberts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Roberts. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Roberts on first down. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun, Roberts. That's caught by Sims. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Looking to throw. Roberts. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Here we go, check.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jackson is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Back to throw. Roberts. And my goodness, another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And they will take a knee here. and they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. And they take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Seahawks,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals,
the loss means they finish with a mark of 10 wins and 7 losses.
And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shakedown of this year's playoff picture.